Jim Carrey, my feelings around Jim Carrey and what happened to him. After reviewing the pictures, without even needing to look that hard, the feeling was a definite, oh yeah, that's not him. Like, for sure, those energies, whomever didn't want him in the public anymore, they got him and they cloned him, and now there's a pretend Jim Carrey walking around our planet, trying to be an authentic Jim Carrey, but that's a lie. And I was just thinking how this is all planned, not just by the forces that got him, but by Jim Carrey's soul. And also, to a grander scale, everybody who's witnessing it. We all signed up, hey, I want this. Even though when we zoom in on the experience, it appears trippy. It appears maybe terrifying to some. And then we want to, divide, like, oh, the dark forces got this light force, and now it's like, what do we do? What do we do with this information? Well, the main thing is the information is there to show us who we really are and what really exists. And where we're moving toward. So it's apparent that whenever, there's a light being who has truths to tell, and they are granted so much power because of their cinematic popularity, such as this actor, that the lower frequencies are going to feel threatened by that power and by the truths that he's sharing, because the lower frequency, they signed up, their job is to keep us in amnesia, to keep us in a state of forgetfulness of who we are and our power, our lightness, our star beingness, our galactic nature, our cosmic essence, and all of the beautiful abilities that we have that go way far beyond what we've been taught or shown as a human, because we're multidimensional. I just find it a bit fun to reflect on this, because this is a form of disclosure. Everybody's talking about the aliens and, UFOs, and we don't know how that's going to look exactly. But I'm convinced this is how it looks. And I don't think anyone was expecting this. But it's my feeling that Jim Carrey, first of all, you look at his movies, you look at someone's work. What did they do with their energy in this lifetime? They made movies. Okay, what were their movies about? Like, his characters reveal so much. It's all a mirror. It's all a reflection. So I'm just going to name a few, and then you could feel into them, okay? And how it relates to what I'm saying. The Truman Show. Do you remember what that was about? Mask. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The Grinch. Liar, Liar. Dumb and Dumber. And those are the main ones I want to show you. The most impactful. He played the Joker in Batman. These are all signs. I mean, just review the characters. Review the themes of those movies. So his characters embodied, you know, the Grinch, right? The Joker, the Mask, a duality, light and dark. But ultimately, he's this comedian with much depth, and his soul is like breaking through the matrix. It did that when he was here on Earth. So what I'm getting at is Jim Carrey is like our introduction, a more global, like, whoa, what's happening, to disclosure. And not necessarily disclosure of us receiving support, but more so disclosure as to forces that exist on our planet that have the ability and capacity to morph and to change, to alter our human bodies with their technologies. Okay? And Jim Carrey, what I like to think about in regard to this is just how it's all pre-planned. Like his soul, the souls of the dark forces, they're buddies. like at soul level, they're like, yeah, we're doing our work. Even though here it looks terrifying. Like on Earth, it's like, oh my God, this exists. Like and I'm not too educated, and I haven't personally experienced beings that others fear or don't particularly like, or get a bad rap with, you know, like, or give a bad rap to, such as reptilians. I'm not familiar with those species, but based off of what I hear about them, if they happen to be the energy behind changing his appearance, then that energy signed up, you know, with his energy at soul level. At soul level, they both agreed that he would be a catalyst for our awakening. This actor, little did we know, this actor, this funny comedian with much depth, who has been in movies we grew up watching, right? That in this current time on our evolution, 2026, he gets taken by a force, you know, whatever entity that could be comprised of beings who just don't want us to awaken, or do. See, that's the thing, they do. They do, because it's contributing to our awakening, because this just blew up all over social media, right? Like, that's not Jim Carrey. People aren't buying it. And these are the breadcrumbs, you know, that are showing people what actually exists. And isn't that so exciting?